that it's uninhabitable for humans and mammals. What could cause such drastic changes? Let's take a journey, a voyage into the far future. Brace yourself as we explore the predictions of scientists who gaze millions of years ahead. Our planet Earth, the blue jewel of the solar system, is constantly changing. According to researchers from the University of Bristol, in about 250 million years, we might witness the birth of a new supercontinent. They've named it Pangaea Ultima. You're probably wondering, what's a supercontinent? Well, it's essentially a massive landmass formed from the collision of Earth's continents. Picture all our continents today coming together, most likely around the equator. This formation, however, isn't going to be a paradise. It's predicted to be extremely hot, dry, and inhospitable. The researchers used supercomputer models to simulate climate conditions on this future supercontinent. They calculated things like temperature, wind, rainfall, and carbon dioxide levels. The results? More frequent volcanic eruptions, a brighter, more energy-emitting sun, and an environment devoid of food and water sources for mammals. This isn't a scene from a sci-fi movie, but a scientific prediction for our planet's future. So how does a supercontinent like Pangaea Ultima form? Well, let's journey into the world of geology, shall we? Imagine Earth's crust as a puzzle, but not your regular puzzle. This one is constantly moving and shifting, thanks to the molten mantle beneath it. These puzzle pieces are what we call tectonic plates. Now, these plates don't just lazily float around. No, they crash and grind against each other. They separate and converge, creating mountains, oceans, and yes, continents. Fast forward about 250 million years into the future. The tectonic plates have moved so much they've collided and fused into one giant landmass. That's how Pangaea Ultima could be born. But why at the equator, you might ask? Well, this is where the majority of Earth's landmasses are currently drifting towards, thanks to the complex dynamics of plate tectonics. It's a bit like watching a slow-motion game of bumper cars, with the continents as the cars. Now, what triggers such extreme climate events that could lead to the formation of a supercontinent? One word: volcanoes. Remember those tectonic plates we talked about? When they collide, they can cause volcanic eruptions. And with a supercontinent, these eruptions could become more regular. Volcanic eruptions release vast amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. And carbon dioxide, as we know, is a greenhouse gas. It traps heat from the sun and warms our planet. So, with Pangaea Ultima, we could see a world that's hotter, drier, and more volatile than anything we know today. Picture a landscape dominated by harsh sunlight, extreme temperatures, and intense storms. And what would life look like on this supercontinent? Let's find out. Imagine a world of extreme heat, dryness, and regular volcanic eruptions. This is not a scene from a dystopian novel, but a possible reality on Pangaea Ultima, the supercontinent predicted to form in about 250 million years. Our climate models give a glimpse into this future world, and the outlook is as fascinating as it is terrifying. Picture a place where the sun's relentless rays scorch the earth, creating an environment hotter than anything we know today. The winds whip across vast, desolate plains, and rainfall is a rare event, reserved for the luckiest corners of the supercontinent. As for humidity, it's a luxury that Pangaea Ultima can barely afford. With the sun's intensified brightness and a lack of water bodies to moderate temperatures, the air is so dry it feels like a furnace. This extreme climate is not just uncomfortable, it poses a severe challenge for life as we know it. Now let's talk about volcanic activity. Volcanoes on Pangaea Ultima are not the occasional spectacle we might imagine. Instead, they are a regular occurrence, belching out carbon dioxide and further warming our already sweltering planet. And what does this mean for life? For mammals especially, the prospects are grim. An environment of relentless heat, lack of water, and scarce food sources could spell the end for many species. The conditions on Pangaea Ultima might be too extreme even for the most resilient of life forms. But what does this mean for us, for humanity? As the Earth changes, so will life on it. This isn't just a catchy phrase, it's a stark reality. As we look ahead to the formation of Pangaea Ultima, it's hard not to ponder the potential impact of these changes on humanity. Imagine our planet, with its continents colliding together, forming a supercontinent that spans from pole to pole. The resulting landscape would be extreme, with intense heat and dry weather making it challenging for humans and other mammals to survive. Regular volcanic eruptions would change the very air we breathe, filling it with carbon dioxide and heating up our world even more. But it's not just about the heat. As our world becomes warmer, resources such as food and water would become scarce. Crops would struggle to grow in the extreme conditions and water sources would dry up. The sun would shine brighter, emitting more energy and further exacerbating the issue. Life as we know it would be dramatically altered. We would need to adapt to these changes, or face the possibility of our species not surviving. It's a future that sounds daunting and even terrifying, but it's also a future that's millions of years away, right? Here's the thing though, these changes, although they seem distant, are a stark reminder of the challenges we face today. We're already dealing with climate change with rising temperatures and more frequent and intense weather events. And while we may not be able to stop the eventual formation of Pangaea Ultima, we can certainly influence the state of our world in the here and now. The researchers behind these predictions emphasize the importance of addressing the current climate crisis and reaching net zero emissions as soon as possible. By reducing our carbon footprint, we can slow down the rate of climate change and create a more sustainable future for ourselves and future generations. While this scenario might seem far-fetched now, it's a reminder of the importance of our actions today. So let's take this as a wake-up call. Let's do our part to protect our planet because the future of humanity depends on it. So there you have it, a glimpse into a possible far future of our planet. We've ventured into a time about 250 million years from now, when the Earth might witness the formation of a new supercontinent, Pangaea Ultima. This potential future presents a starkly different world, sculpted by extreme climate events and shaped by the collision of Earth's masses, most likely at the equator. In this future, we've seen how the world could become hotter, drier, and largely uninhabitable for humans and mammals alike. The rising temperatures, regular volcanic eruptions, and the sun's increased brightness would create an environment devoid of food and water sources, threatening the existence of life as we know it. But let's not forget, this is a prediction, a possibility, not a certainty. It highlights the importance of addressing our current climate crisis and striving towards net zero emissions as soon as possible. It's a reminder that our actions today can shape the world of tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more interesting insights into our world's future. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more interesting videos.